So the first question that we get from exhibitors is, after I have completed my application and payment, what is included in my booth space?
Standard booths are going to include a exhibitor listing, which is included in the directory, as well as the mobile app, and a complimentary badge allotment.
Okay, that's some good stuff. And then naturally, the next question is, what is not included? What do I need to be thinking to order?
Sure, that's going to be pretty much everything else. So that's going to include things like carpeting, furnishings, electrical, to catering, and possibly floral if they want to zhuzh things up a little bit.
And then carpeting, I know, is a huge thing. That's one of our rules, is that they've got to cover that concrete floor. And we've seen anything from custom flooring to just typical carpet padding and carpeting that they can order from Freeman.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, they can order their carpeting directly from Freeman, and I do love a padded carpet when I'm walking around.
Don't we all? So if they're looking to order those things, who are they ordering them from?
We have official service partners who are designated to be our partners who provide services for exhibitors at NBAA-BACE, as well as exclusive service partners who provide services that are exclusive to the venues.
Okay, yeah, I know there is some confusion sometimes with that about who's exclusive, who's not, and things like you said, like catering absolutely has to go through Sodexo in this case for Las Vegas, since they're exclusive.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
One of the questions we also get is exhibitors will get emails or sometimes a phone call from someone who is supposedly part of NBAA-BACE or a partner of ours, and so how can they know to vet them and check that they are actually an official service partner?
Sure. If they have received an email, they want to be looking for our official partner logo, which we provide to those partners. If they have received a phone call, they might want to consider that a red flag. Generally, our partners will not reach out to exhibitors that way, and that is a known way that non-official companies will reach out to exhibitors to try and get business that they really shouldn't have. Housing in particular is one place where we see that all the time. And we do only work with one housing provider on peak.
Right.
So really, I would say that they can either look up the list of official service partners in the Exhibitor Resource Center, or they can give us a call and we will be happy to let them know about whoever contacted them.
Yeah, definitely get lots of questions about that. We're always happy to help with that. So this has been our buzzword, the Exhibitor Resource Center. Can you walk us through what that does for exhibitors and what they can do in there?
We include everything in the Exhibitor Resource Center that an exhibitor might need to order or prepare for their exhibit participation at NBAA-BACE.
Okay. And so in that Resource Center, I know there's some different features and everything, like our dashboard and our checklist. I know that's one of our personal favorites because you can see upcoming deadlines, things that are pressing. If we have exhibitors that have just signed up to exhibit, that's usually where I'll direct them to check out, what's the most upcoming deadline.
Absolutely. The deadline checklist is the best. You can sort that either by the name of the item, or you can sort it by upcoming deadlines, which means that you can see the earliest, most pressing deadlines first, all the way down to stuff that's a little bit further out that you don't have to do right away. The other way, there are a couple of other ways to look through the Resource Center, including the dashboard, which has tiles that are grouped kind of by the ordering type, as well as just listing resources one by one. In the Resource Center, they can also add additional users. So if they need other people in their organization to have access to place orders or to just look at general information, they can do that just by clicking on that users link on the left-hand side and filling out a few fields.
I know that's especially useful when the primary contact gets the email for it. They're always asking, can I add additional booth staff? I'm going to have people on site, some people aren't, and so they can add as many as they want to. And that leads perfectly into our last question about booth staff registration, which is separate from this ERC user. So do you want to walk us through the difference between those?
Yeah, they are definitely different logins and different sites. You can get to the exhibitor registration portal through the Exhibitor Resource Center. There's always going to be a link there as soon as that's available. However, exhibitors can also access that through the email that they receive from MCI, our official partner for registration, and that will go straight to the primary contact. And once they receive that, they just click on the link and they can go right in, see their complimentary badge allotment, and then see the easy instructions that are linked in there.
Okay, that's pretty easy. And if they forget their complimentary allotment, they can check out the NBAA-BACE website to see what kind of booth they have, what size it is. But if they need to purchase more, it comes at a discounted exclusive rate for them.
Exactly.
I think that's all we had for today. I know we had several more questions about shipping, but that might be a larger conversation for another time.